Hey guys, this is Jeff with Morvold Press, and I am trying out something new, delivering to you a new map with a walkthrough that I've recorded here so that you can kind of see my ideas for the map, for the various areas, possible uses, things that you'll get with it, how to navigate the files, and just how to get started and using the map that I have created. So I hope that it'll be helpful to you. I know people have asked before for legends and keys that they can walk through. So I thought this might be just a faster, easier way for me to do that. So this is called Tinker Tavern and the Skythopter Garage. It is a Tinker's Tavern kind of remotely placed in the hillsides, so you can have it kind of anywhere in your game world. And it comes with a large central focused area that has a tavern, workshop, shop, kitchen, personal private quarters, and things of that nature. And then adjoining on the right is a Skythopter garage that has a Skythopter token that comes with the set and a garage area for repairs and loading up and heading back that you can use to go and grab your party, have the party come here to take off, a lot of things. So let's just jump into the map and we'll walk through those pieces. So this is the main map. As you can see, the two areas are sort of shaped like gears, very intentional. My thought process was if you guys, besides being thematic, if you wanted to play it this way, that if there was danger, the gears would actually turn. They're interlocked, as you can see. So as one shifted, the other would also shift, and it would actually cover the doorway such that you could completely encase the interior safely so that it would be both the garage and the tavern area itself would be unable to be accessed for that time. Now, you could consider that trapping the people therein. I like to think of it as keeping the bad people out. You never know. Depends on the narrative that you're trying to spin. But anyway, the area, let's start with that. So this is the main area that I've created. As I said, there's a big hillside area around that with a few different entry points that you could be coming from. There are a few large mountains, some of them that have caves here. And as you can see, there's a track that's been laid and some carts indicating that there are some mines or something of that nature. And indeed, that is one of the reasons why this location was chosen, so that the person owning the tavern would be able to have access to these rich minerals and materials for their continued work. The other areas involved would just be some cover. There's some trees. There's the rocks, things of that nature. Nothing too crazy. It's mostly just the access to the tavern, to the garage, and to the mines. This does open up for you to be able to link to other maps that you want to. This could create a way to use the map so that if your party arrived at this location, maybe there's kind of a trouble in the mines trope that you could have them go and clear out as a mission. It could be a way they could get down into a different area of your world. Perhaps there's access down there to deep roads or to dwarven settlements or to other things that you would like your PCs to connect. So this might be a good resting stop, a place on the way, things of that nature. I got a little bunch of birds here that are all camped out watching over the garage because occasionally the top of the garage opens and the thopter comes out and flies away, and they think that's pretty fun. Anyway, let's jump into the tavern itself. So the PCs would walk in through the main door. As you can see, it's a pretty well reinforced door. And when he wants that closing people out, people are going to be out. The interior has a nice big sort of gear themed fireplace. There are several gear themed tables that are set around that people can come and join. Nice little scene by the fire for people to come warm themselves. We've got some stools at the bar. We've got some cups, some different ale or mead or whatnot that you want to serve. And then off of behind the bar here, we've got a kitchen area. And we've got some eggs and potatoes and some mushrooms. Those are probably something that he has access to quite a bit. Some other storage supplies that he can bring in from other places. But, a modest kitchen for creating the food that he might serve. On the left side, through access through this door along the hallway, are the rooms that he has for rent and or perhaps the people that work here. I'm not sure if you would want to have this populated with a bunch of other characters, so one of these rooms could be previously reserved for staff, whereas the other ones are reserved for people who are visiting. But basically, we got two rooms that have a total of 8 beds via bunks, and then some storage space and seating space, and then one private quarters if someone wants to pay extra money. As usual, we have some bathroom here so that people can role play the best of the best when they need to use the facilities. Adjoining the main tavern area, we come into the store. The store has another fireplace here, and then also has a variety of things that would be probably relevant to engineers, artificers, those kind of people, things that he works on and creates. I'm sure that he would have plans over here. This is kind of what these are supposed to indicate, designs that he's come up with that he's willing to sell. And certainly he could make custom items for people. So could be a place where you have your PCs come to repair their gear, build something special, make modifications, anything to that nature. Off of this room then is his private quarters. We have a little bath that he can use there. He's got a fancy little globe that he's been putting together from his Skythopter missions. We've got his desk full of all kinds of things he's exploring. A nice fireplace again where he can come and rest, bed, and then behind his ginormous wardrobe is the secret door into his crafting quarters. So we can go through that door, and then we're into where he does most of his work. We've got the fireplace. We have a couple of bins. So these bins actually match up to drawers that are on the exterior in the tavern. So he can go ahead and bring on his carts of ore, bring it directly to a bin, open the door, shovel the whatever the contents of that in, and then that goes to the interior of his special room, and then he can work from that. From that, we've kind of got a smelter, we've got a forge, we've got an anvil, we've got a variety of tools for him to be able to use. We've got some gloves and tongs and some tools. Here at his desk, we've got a variety of papers and things that he's using. This is actually a item that I have pulled and used in a few different maps. The main one was kind of like the gnomish Tinker Town that I had created, which is inside of a mountain. That's their symbol that's on the top of this, and so I wanted to kind of maintain that theme in case you want to link maps together. So this would kind of indicate he's been there, or is from there, or has gained knowledge from there, and that could then open up lines for you. Maybe it's connections that he has to that gnomish community. Maybe this is a relic of theirs that he's stolen, and they have hired you to come and get it. Opening up some kind of like infiltration and stealing missions for this location. Other things would simply just to be, a place to rest. The party is in the hillsides and maybe gets into trouble and stumbles across the location. Perhaps the proprietor sees them get in trouble and comes down in his Skythopter to rescue them and take them back. Things of that nature could all be used with this map. Then as we move over, one more thing on his little central area here, there is a little hatch. So if you open the hatch and go down, just kind of hand wave, imagine a tunnel, and that tunnel leads over into the garage. So he doesn't ever actually have to leave and go outside to access his garage. So then we come over to the garage. Similar to the initial one, it's kind of a gear-shaped exterior with a big, heavy don't come knocking door. And he got his hat so he can pop up here. We got a little control panel. Control panel will open up the roof. Probably turn on some lights, maybe power up some things, refuel the station. We've got some spare parts located over here. We've got some tools set up. We've got these four winches with some chains. These are basically my interpretation of how the roof probably operates and gets pulled apart and put back together with these operations. And then we got a couple of ladders that go up onto the roof if you have a need for that. And then in the middle here we have pictured the Skythopter. So the Skythopter is an actual token, and I'll show that here in a minute. So you can actually use this token and put that on any map that you want, but I have it pictured here just so you can get an idea of the size. We've got these two kind of wings on each side, and then there's transparent rotors that are above. So I'm going to have a picture for you guys and illustrations being made of this so you can get an idea of what I think it would look like. But basically the way it's set up is you've got two spots up here for pilots. Only one's necessary, but if someone wants to ride shotgun and learn, that's always fun. And then we've got a couple of benches each that can seat three PCs. So the total thing, and this would be some storage back here. So I would say it's designed for 8 total crew, 2 pilots, 6 passengers, that kind of setup. So that is the basics of the map. How would I use this map? I've kind of mentioned some of those things already. This might be a point where you're coming, a quest hub. It could be a place that you need to make connections to an artificer background. You may need to get repairs. You may have need of creating some specialized tool or vehicle or something of that nature for you, which you need plans or expertise. You may need use of the Skythopter to be able to travel to a distant location or a hard to reach location and figure out how you might pay for that, or do some kind of active service that the proprietor would need. So included in the map pack are a few things. One are some tokens and assets, and one is I've got a NPC here that I called Fizzlefit's Cog Whistle. This was done by Hydra Studios, and so we've got this character art as well as the token that goes along with that for putting in your VTT. So those are ready to just drop right into your system. We also have these PNG transparent tiles of the Skythopter. So we have the Skythopter itself that you can drop down. I've also got a version of the Skythopter without the rotors in case you don't want to have those visible. And then we've got a lower level tile if you want to represent that. My idea for this as I'll walk through is we've got you come down here, we've got a couple of engines that are powering some springs, and these will power the actual wings. Up above is a set of gears that are kind of handling the rotor. In the back here, we've kind of got an engine that handles these two jets that would help propel the aircraft. And then up front, we've got kind of like this water tank system that is actually a weapon. If we go back here, you can see there's kind of like a little pipe on the front. My idea was that he could superheat water and then like shoot that out maybe to 40 feet as just sort of a defensive measure. And then wouldn't be necessary to fly with these jets, but maybe it gives them an extra boost or gives them a certain speed. I'm working on putting together a stat line for this vehicle to include as well. Then in the main files that we have here, normal things, we've got the rooftops as a PNG tile. You can drop that just right over the entire map. As you can see, the left is just pretty normal. The right's got the two hatches for the ladders and then has a section that would open up for the Thopter to come in and out. And then if you go into either the gridded or the ungridded, you'll see there's a vehicle and no vehicle. And what that means is I know some people want to have the vehicle there so that the PCs see it, know it's there, it's part of the map, they like it, but I also know that people don't always want that on the map. They want to just use the token and have it free, and so you have a no vehicle one, and the no vehicle version has no vehicle in the garage. So that is the basic walkthrough of my vision for this map, for its potential uses, and what's included. I hope this is helpful to you guys. As a legend, let me know in the comments if this was helpful to you guys. I'll ask on Discord as well. And as always, I really appreciate your support. It means the world to me to be able to do this, and I hope I can keep coming up with some fun new stuff for you guys to throw at your players. Till next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.